I created 4 accounts for this purpose. This is the first account, is the one that's going to be controlled by others. Okay, here we have the signature account number 1, signature account number 2, signature account number 3. Okay, so to start, I go in the controlled account and I click on the balance. Here I get 3 tabs. The third tab is the account control, and I can set up a mandatory approval. So any transaction done by this account need to be approved by other accounts. So clicking here, I have this the mandatory approval set up. So there are a few possibilities here. The MultiSig is this one, the second one. Okay, we have the 3 signatures. We can add them to the whitelist. So I'm gonna copy the first account number and paste it here. Then I'm gonna add one more account. I go copy the second account number and paste it here. Add one more account number. Go to the third signature, copy and paste it here. Then I can specify how many accounts will be necessary for the transaction to take place. So let's say that I have 10 people and only 6 voters are enough to execute the transaction. In this case, out of 3, I'm going to say that two accounts will be enough. If I put 3, means everybody has to sign, and if I put 1, just 1 can sign. So you can choose how many out of the total listed are necessary to sign. I can choose for how many blocks a transaction is in waiting for people to sign, which means that if the account does a transaction and this is the emulation of MultiSig, I have a margin of time for all the signature or the needed amount of signature to sign. So in our case, we can put that 15 blocks, which will be 15 minutes, and maximum 30. So it has to be signed between 15 to 30 minutes. So I can put like 10 Nxt. And once I do this, I am setting this account to be controlled. So this account requires multiple signatures by the different accounts that I listed there in order to execute transactions. This means that even to remove the control from this account, I need the signature of those above accounts. So I try submit here. This has been mandatory approval submitted. We need to wait that this get the confirmation is sent in the blockchain. Okay, I can see that now we have one confirmation. At this point, this account is controlled. I have a balance of 7 coin. I want to send them to my account. So let's go here. This is my account. I'm going to copy my account ID. I go in the controlled account. I do send Nxt. This is my address. Says the recipient account Roberto Capodici. Amount to send, we write 5. I need to say when this transaction has to be completed by what block. I send this, so I sent 5. The fee was 2 for the controlled account. And now we wait that this is confirmed. I can see now that I have one confirmation that there are 2 signatures required for the transaction to take place. At the same way, I know that if I go here in one of the accounts that need to sign, I have a 1 in the approval request, which means that if I go here, I'm going to be shown that there is a transaction that needs to take place, and I can decide to vote to approve. If I approve, now there is the need of 1 more signature for the transaction to take place. I can see that the same thing happening here, and the same thing is happening here. So there are 3 accounts that are request approval, but only 2 are necessary to send approval. At the same time, the recipient is told that there are here necessity of approval for the transaction to take place. So you can see that now it's still 0 because those that being submitted have not yet been registered in a block. But I just go here, I do another approval, and now I'm gonna have 2 approvals which are enough to send the transaction. I can go here and wait the next block. So now we are 611, when it's 612, this approval are going to be registered in the blockchain and the transaction take place. Yeah, we're 613 now directly, and I can see that 2 out of 2 have approved. At this point, if I go here, I see that this is 2 out of 2, account went up, and the transaction has taken place. I received the file. The account that is controlled has no chance to change the condition unless the majority or the number that is set vote for the change. And furthermore, if you want to use the API to do this action and not the user interface, the API to use are the one listed under account control. The set phasing only control is the first part, where the account that will be controlled decide who control it and how. And here there are all the parameters to fill. The API work as usual through post, and then there are the other control that are normal. So when an account receives the request, would approve the request through the regular APIs. This is all. Thank you for listening. I hope that this is useful to understand how to emulate the multi-signature with the Nxt blockchain. Thank you very much again.